I'm in the midst of the street. This is crazy. What is going on in Busan? Hey yo. Rapunzel, Rapunzel. South Korea. This is the story of a boy who moved from a humble township in South Africa called Soweto to work and toil in South Korea. This video is a collection of the footage I captured at various moments or places that have been seared into my memory. South Korea is a mountainous area, as you'll notice the more the video goes on, so it makes for a unique landscape and panoramic views. Some of the clips in this video will just be my memories from certain moments with friends or by myself. I carried my cameras everywhere. Unfortunately, I didn't have the cameras with me at the beginning of my stay in Korea, but the upside is this video will be shorter. Starting off with my time in Yeosu, which was brief. I only captured the harbor, but it was clear that this is a gorgeous city on the coast. With a lot of adjoining islands, it has many heritage sites and offers a different vibe from Busan. Busan was easily and by far the best place for me to visit in South Korea. It is definitely one of the best cities in the world for aesthetics and just general vibes. The mixture of lights and luminous water makes for a picturesque and panoramic magic. There's a cafe by the Songjeong beach, which is a bit further up in Busan. And this cafe has amazing views and the best experience in a cafe you could ever get.
Bear with me, don't gotta worry for the both of us. Put you in the driver's seat, don't gotta hurry and I need love.
In terms of volume, Haeundae Beach had the most attendees by the beach, I think, in South Korea that I'd ever seen. I mean, for a reason, for a good reason, because it has an amazing look, an amazing view, and a lot of cafes and a lot of restaurants around it with a lot of good food. And as you can see, with how the water looks, with the fishing boats and the yachts next by, with speedboats and jet skis, this place is amazing. It's amazing for the perfect summer vibe that you'd look for by the beach. And I had a great time here. And I flew my drone just 2 kilometers into the ocean just to get like a better view, and I caught some boats and some yachts on the way, and I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier. And then I saw this one going in the opposite direction from the other ones I'd seen, and the guys seem to be having a lot of fun in that boat. I had to come back to the shore eventually and look at that view with the Busan sky in the background. I mean, this was a lovely day. I mean, it was hot, it was scorching, but I couldn't be anywhere else in the world on this particular day, and I was so happy just to have caught those moments. I mentioned earlier that there's some really cool restaurants with some good food here, and this is me and my friends just having a lunch and watching people by the beach. Very crisp and hot day, different day from the ones I shot the drone footage with, because I did frequent Busan a few times. And on this particular occasion, we were just coming here for an event which went well and we enjoyed ourselves.
Too much.
This is me and my friend just enjoying the views, just taking it all in. We'd come here for an event with other South Africans, and this is just like the other views from Busan that I'd gotten, but I didn't have them in landscape. Kwangali Beach is the most aesthetically pleasing beach to look at. The light show, the way the water and the lights come together to create that luminous look. And then you've got these tall buildings with a lot of lighting, different lighting, and then you have the bridge right in the midst of everything else, which also has its own lighting. It's illuminated by its own lights. You have the yacht cruises going about from daytime till nighttime, and at nighttime they have a light work show and a drone show, but the drone show is not part of the yacht cruises. It's its own thing. When you combine all of these elements together at nighttime, it is quite magical. I mean, look at that. It is the light show. It is literally the light show. The cafes, restaurants around are well illuminated, and then the bridge, look at that, and then you have the yacht cruises. All of these yachts here, look. Here is the light show, the light work show. And then people milling about in the streets. Don't know why the street was closed, but it was a lovely time there. It was very enjoyable. The drone show I mentioned. Look at that. And then the bridge again with different lighting. The moon in the background. I mean, this is easily the best beach to look at night, especially at night. And then we have the Daepo Beach, which was my favorite beach experience. I even managed to walk in the water. South Korean waves on the beaches are low and don't make that much noise, so the effect is often toned down. There was much more sand and a large open area for compared to the other beaches, so it didn't feel cramped. It even had space for a place to host an event by the beach. Usually with Gwangali and Haeundae and Songjeong Beach, the surface area isn't that large. But with the Daepo Beach, surface area was quite large, as you can see in the video. And it makes for a more spacious area and it looks better for everybody to fit in. This was quite a special sunset, I must say. Really couldn't believe my luck that I got to witness this. I'd spent most of the day by the beach just sitting and watching, walking about. And then I was waiting for that. And I could not believe my luck when I experienced this. What a special day. Busan Harbor is next to the train station and it is such a sight for sore eyes. Really a beautiful place to just find yourself and just sit and just watch. This entire area is a park and there's many places to sit and watch, especially when the sun is going down. As you can see there, the benches, and they're also well lit. Seoul wasn't really my favorite place to visit, but I did frequent it a lot because of the South Africans that were there, and I played a lot of football there socially. And then I would attend other social gatherings as well. I took a lot of videos in transit when I was there. I'd often forget to capture the moments and lost some of the footage. Seoul is the capital of South Korea, so it has a lot of people. It's quite packed and I'm not a fan of the smell. I couldn't fly my drone either because there are a few airports close by and the military bases as well. So I'd have to get special permission to do that, which I didn't have my drone license, so I couldn't do that. But it was a lovely city, beautiful city, many activities to do, obviously, especially for foreigners as well. So in that regard, Seoul is actually the place to be, but for me it was too packed. And this is me up to nothing, going about and having fun times with everybody. Karaoke, partying, and just having fun. And then obviously I mentioned football before, and this is me in transit. I capture a lot of these, especially with the trains. I capture a lot of them moving about, and this one was pretty special. I just enjoyed the lighting. The ambient lighting was pretty cool. So I thought, let me capture this one. We're fighting for you to come back home soon. The family's missed you, lost now, but we see you. This was an event hosted by South Africans and we came to support in numbers. But now the police came and stopped all of that for a brief moment. But everything resumed and it was like nothing ever stopped. We went back to regular scheduled programming. As you can see, everybody's having a good time. The vibes are great. And South Africans are always a vibe, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at that. Everybody's just vibing out.
usuyala manje? Okay. Ngifake no.
Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tando. Tune in while we kick Nigeria's ass. Peace out.
Now let's head to Pyeongtaek. Pyeongtaek is also similar to Seoul in the sense that I went there a few times for a few social gatherings, and one was such a special day where we played KAFCON, which is the Korean African Cup of Nations. Now, if you know the AFCON, this one was a Korean AFCON, where South Africans were competing against other African teams, other people that play football socially as well. And we made a tournament where we could have a winner takes all, and we won that. But the previous year we'd gotten to the final and we lost to Liberia by 2 goals. So our supporters came in numbers and they supported us and we sang our songs. I mean, are you a South African if you don't say it? Cheonan was my first point of contact with South Korea. This is where I came to first, and it was a lovely time because I found community here, which was very important for me. It was very important for me to find community, especially as a newcomer to a new environment. So being isolated away from my family, so this was a very special time for me. And I made a lot of friends, people that go beyond just the location that we shared, both South Africans and Koreans. And I played a lot of football. I was made to feel home almost immediately, and from just besides what the look was, because I enjoyed what Cheonan looked like. It was a big city but not too big. It's like a perfect middle ground. I liked the cityscapes and I liked the people, so it was a win-win for me. I really enjoyed it. Made a lot of special memories there as well. Korea has this concept of like photo booths where you can take pictures with your friends. You pay a fee and then you get them into hard copies and then you share it together, and you can even have like a QR code where you can actually find a video that allows you to see everything. More pictures and videos of me. Hey man, some places are pretty dope, dog. The sun is out. We out here, man. We out here, bro. I don't even know what we're doing, but we out here, fam. Gumi. Gumi is well recognized by that mountain in the background, which I've been to the top of that mountain by foot. Gumi was my final home, and it was definitely my second favorite place in Korea. This was a field trip with the students I was teaching in South Korea, and we're going to a strawberry farm. We're going to do some strawberry picking with the kids, and this is my strawberry. I didn't pick it, one of my students gave it to me. And then this is the cherry season, and the cherries were out to play, and you know, cherry season is very special. It's very short, but very special too. I'm not sure how pretty the sky is today. The community that I built there as well, the friends, you know, the memories that I made. I remember mentioning my community, and these are the people that I would hang with, some of them that is, and especially on weekends. Now I do this every once in 3 months, but I always had a great time. And most of these are foreigners from other countries, different countries, and we'd get together, just have a lot of fun, you know, regale each other with our stories from each other's countries, and just connect on a lot of ideas, exchange a lot of ideas, norms. This was a pretty special time. This was one of the last few weeks I was in South Korea, so this was basically me saying goodbye to everybody, and yeah, I'll miss them. There wasn't anything definitively or physically special about it, but I liked how quiet it was. The rural, small town feel was something that appealed to me very much. And that big lump of land that was quite the feature from every direction you look. Gomosan Mountain was definitely, you know, endemic and synonymous with what Gumi is. Once you pass by the station, you literally see the mountain. Wherever you are, you can see the mountain from any direction. This is where I actually got to see South Korea, and I would tour and I'd go to different places. So it was quite an experience for me to live in Gumi. And Daegu was close by, so that made things easier for me to have like a balance between the small town and the big city. And I saw a lot of beautiful places, beautiful sights that I would capture and try to work and edit. And this is where I learned how to do all of the videography and photography stuff. So I consolidated a lot of my ideas in Gumi, and I had a lovely time teaching the kids there. The school environment was amazing, and my colleagues were great people. So Gumi was quite an experience for me, very liberating in many ways. That's when I actually really became an adult in almost the full sense of the word.
I replayed our nights like a movie reel. Every scene cuts deep, every frame too real. Your voice still lingers in the static glow, but the love we had feels so long ago. And I tried to stay, but the silence grew. Every word on set still belongs to you.
If I hold on tight, it just slips through hands. If I let you go, maybe I'll understand.
Just the last time I loved you, I swear it's true. Every word I say still belongs to you, but the weight's too heavy, and I can't hold on. It's the last time I love you, then I'll be gone. Sunrise bleeds through the half-closed blind. Your shadow fades, but it stays in my mind. We were fire and glass, burning too fast. A love too fragile, never meant to last. And I kept the pieces, though they cut me deep. You're the ghost I see every time I sleep. If I keep you here, then I lose myself. If I walk away, maybe time will help.
Time will help. Time will help.
It's the last time I love you, I swear it's true. Every word I say still belongs to you, but the weight's too heavy, and I can't hold on. Fading slow, like smoke in the night. This is the last time I loved you. This love was the enemy, but it's the last time I loved you. You taste like smoke in a late night room, burning slow, killing me too soon. Every hit I take just pulls me deeper in. Every time I swear it's the last I sin again. You the drug I never wanna detox from. You the high that leave my heart beat numb.
The rest of the video is gonna be my experiences in Gumi, from what I saw to what I used to get up to. You see a lot of the station because I was always on the road. You see a lot of places that I went to. I visited the most beautiful sites that I could get my hands or my cameras on, and just enjoy.
Don't stop till I'm cold on the ground. Needle eyes you look right through. All my scars still belong to you. Every call at midnight I fall again. Every never again still got your name in it. You the drug I never wanna detox from. You the high that leave my heart beat numb. I overdose on you. Don't save me now. I keep drowning in the way you pull me down. Poison lips, love me till I'm dying. Overdose on you. Need another night around. Don't stop till I'm cold on the ground. Can't breathe, can't leave, can't see straight. Your love got me chained in a dead weight. Every kiss is a pill that I can't break. Baby, I can't break. I overdose on you.
Koreans crack the code on convenience stores because they really mean convenient,
I keep drowning in.
and they're usually very, very close to you because there's like a lot of these and on every corner of every block. And but they are a bit more expensive than, let's say, the supermarkets or other markets, but they're worth the price because they do make life a lot easier, especially after work. So this was me just capturing myself doing the shopping for utilities and groceries. Well, not groceries, but the little stuff that you'd need on a weekly basis. They're very good with aesthetics in the bars and the cafes. They're really good at that. Very good at that.
Didn't mean forever, yeah.
This is me and Sam on his project. He was working on a mix and he wanted visuals for the mix, so I was supplying the visuals, the aerial and the close-up as well. So yeah, this was very fun. This was very fun actually. And then this is us in Kimchon Gumi, which is Kimchon is very close to Gumi, and Kimchon Gumi is Kimchon and Gumi together. They're both small towns, and they are really combined by a station, a training station. Now, Kimchon is a K1 team, so it's a professional football team or soccer team, and they are in the highest ranked football league in South Korea. A good team too, and this is us with the guys going to watch the game. We had such a lovely time. It was quite an experience. It wasn't as packed as I would have liked it to be, but where we were was pretty vibey, pretty vibrant, and look at that. The kid is just jumping up and down. Everybody else is just, you can listen to the noise as well. This was definitely one of those memories I won't forget. The game ended up like 7-2 to Kimchon. It was versus Seoul, FC Seoul, which is where Lingard was playing, which is who had come to watch actually on this particular day. I just wanted to see him, in live action. Cheongju was special because I frequented Cheongju a lot because of a lot of my friends were in Cheongju. And we would do wholesome things. That we hosted games nights, and Cheongju was well decorated with like memories and activities. A lot of wholesome people, and I played a lot of football there as well. And as you can see, football is a very big part of my life in South Korea because I had to find hobbies that would allow me to not feel isolated. And I really would delve into most of his hobbies. So most of them, they comprised of. Daejeon was an interesting place because I always went there just for the social gatherings, for the events, for the parties. They're not wild or anything. It was just most of the time I found myself there, which wasn't a lot. It was mostly because there was an event happening there, and I had a fun time there. So Daejeon was pretty special for that. I mean, is it a South African experience if you don't have this song playing? Like, is it truly a South African experience if this song is not in in the experience? I don't think so. Us and the guys just having a bit of choca bonito before we actually played the game. Oscar, Ntoko, and Aya, obviously myself, just doing a kipi-yapi here. The floor is lava. Daegu. Daegu is a big city that is 30 minutes away from Gumi by train, so this is why I was happy to live in a small town, because I knew if I wanted to experience the hustle and bustle of the big city, I could always catch the train. I love being in Daegu as there were numerous and wholesome activities to get up to, and also a sizable number of South Africans live there. I built another special community there, and Daegu is just a beautiful city, and I had a lot of fun going up and down it, just experiencing many wholesome activities. It also had a lot of hidden gems and well-known sports like Ewald, which is a theme park. So this is me and Sam trying to watch a baseball game, which we didn't get to because we didn't buy the tickets on time. If I'd known, well, I should have actually bought them on time online, but we didn't. And then we went to the stadium and they were sold out, pretty sold out. It would have been actually a dope experience to have. It's the only experience I didn't have, and I regret not having that experience in South Korea, because there were a lot of these games but I missed that game. But then we went into other things. We started just trying to find hidden gems in the streets of Daegu, and we found a few actually. Cool restaurant to eat at, and then we also found a vinyl place, so we can just test out some vinyls. Even think about buying a vinyl machine. Definitely something to do in the future.
Donna, is it a thing you told me about 3? I can take.
3.
Nine. Cap. Mamela. Cap. Mama 27 da so. O divide 27 ka bokae?
Nice, you know.
I know
Moju Diogisan Resort, a ski resort a few hours away from Gumi. Being in a rural area, it was pretty hard using public transportation to get there, but it was worth the hassle. First time I tried skiing, and what an experience it was. I fell down a few times because I chose the wrong slope. I went for the intermediate, whereas I should have gone for the beginner. But I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. I still learned a lot. I would do it again, and I will do it again. Maybe not particularly at this particular resort, but I definitely enjoyed the skiing. And my goal was to expand all of my hobbies, and I did that. Finally, Jeonju. Jeonju is known for the historical Hanok village. It's a popular tourist town because of the heritage sites. Having a friend that lived there was also a good opportunity for me to go and visit and tour the place, and have a tour guide. And this is how it went.